Welcome back to another episode of Fenway Finale, live on YouTube and X. Tonight, the Red Sox extended their winning streak to 7 straight games. Sonny Gray tossed 6 shutout innings, and the bullpen completed the rest of the shutout. Tonight, I'm joined by both James and Will. How are we all doing?
25-3 over their last 28 games. That's all there is to say. The beat goes on for the hottest team in baseball and the best team in baseball. Their 9th straight series win, 7-game winning streak. It's truly unbelievable the run that they're on, and they just wake up every day going to the ballpark knowing they're going to win. The confidence that this team is oozing right now is unbelievable. Sonny Gray, like you said, 6 strong innings. Willie Abreu, home run number 20. Great. Thanks, Fangraphs. We got another person of 20 home runs. That ball was a shot. He's just the Jaren Duran did everything tonight. I thought his impact was really shown. Especially in the 7th inning, when he did everything himself, then scoring on that fly ball to cap it off, truly unbelievable. But overall, this is what this Red Sox team does. The beat goes on, and a lot of fun to watch.
This seems incredible, especially if you think about where we were 30 days ago, 40 days ago compared to now. It's absolutely insane, the turn. And once again, I keep saying it sounds like a broken record, but like every night's a different guy, right? Tonight when Contreras leaves the game because of an illness, right? You're like, oh, we just lost our best bat, right? They still find a way to win. Yes, we had the lead at the time too, but you get the point. It's someone different every time. Now, I do want to shout out Duran, like you said, James too. Hell of a game tonight. Hell of a game last night too.
And Sunday, he's getting hot.
Sunday. I do actually believe that having that kind of vote of confidence from the team, it was reported from I believe it was Chris Cotillo, that the Red Sox approached Duran and said, "You're here to stay at least through the end of the season. We're not going to trade you, or you're not leaving the Red Sox." I would like to believe that vote of confidence has helped him kind of settle mentally and kind of like really focus on the game versus all the crap that's happening outside of baseball, the trade deadline and stuff. Again, no confirmation with that, but I would like to believe that is the case, and maybe we do see
saw
it
that last year. He took off and he took off earlier, but like July and August when they said they weren't going to trade him, he really took off in July and August and provided power out of the 3 spot, and he was really, really good until Anthony got hurt. Same thing this year, hopefully. It's like you get that vote of confidence, you're here, you don't have to deal with all that mental stuff, just go out there and play baseball. And then right now you're hitting in the 7th spot. There's not as much pressure on you. Just go out there and do your thing. And he kind of knows in the back of his head probably like, if Roman does come back, my spot would be the one that's on the chopping block. So I'm playing for my spot as well. And if I go out there and I hit 450 and hit a ton of bombs, I'm going to make that decision harder. So I'm all for that.
If he gets going, the Red Sox are even more dangerous than they already are. Like the saying that if he goes, the Red Sox go. Like that's how it has been the last 2 or 3 years. But right now, the rest of the team is kind of carrying him. If he can just be half of what he was in 2024, kind of what he was in 2025. This team would be so much better than it already is. The ceiling would go raised so much higher. I mean, what you brought up today, the 7th inning, it just shows all 5 of his tools. Like he really is a 5-tool player. Maybe the arm isn't perfect, but he can run, he can hit, he can field, and he can hit for power. He is a 5-tool guy that should be a superstar in this league. And obviously, he's been one of the worst players in the league, but he still has the tools. And if he just has a little bit of consistency, he could carry this team to the playoffs, really, just himself. But I'm not going to bank on that, but he's really too good to be this bad all season.
It's funny, too, like 2 years ago when he was hitting the cover off the ball, the one qualm was, he's not a good defender, right? This year, he's completely turned that around, too. I'm not ready to call him an elite defender, but kind of in the
last
Gold Glove running, we'll see.
He was good. He was solid in 24, bad last year defensively.
Absolutely. Yeah, this year, before tonight, like leading into tonight, plus 6 defensive runs saved, 95th percentile outs above average, and then 89th percentile fielding run value too. Yeah. Like these are elite numbers, right?
And if you look at the top exit velos on batted balls tonight, 2 of the 5 hardest ones came from Jaren Duran, 111.4 miles an hour, and then 103.3 miles an hour. Those are 2 of the top 5, and 4 of the top 5 are actually all Red Sox. But it just goes to show you that hopefully he's locking in. Homer on Sunday, homer last night. Obviously, he didn't leave the building tonight, but he did it all. And I think that just his impact that he showed in the 7th inning, kind of manufacturing that run all by himself, it just, hopefully you just keep stacking good days, building confidence. And that's all you need. Like he's not expected to be the guy that leads them. They have Contreras. Obviously Abreu is going scorched earth right now, outside of that 0 for 20 in the Orioles and Jays series. He has been awesome in the second half of the year. Unless Abrams went deep tonight, I think that's the most home runs in baseball since the All-Star break now.
With 9, yes, he is. Yeah.
So it's like there you have it. Like he's just because he hit the second one last night. So it's like he can't be stopped.
Yeah, if Jaren Duran actually gets going at the plate and it's consistent, I mean, this team is without a doubt the best team in baseball. It's like that's like the one of the two holes, with the other hole being catcher, and once Rushman comes back too. If Duran consistently kind of picks up his bat a little bit more, forget it.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of best team in baseball, the Dodgers have lost 6 straight. We kind of kickstarted that. Obviously, I think PCA stole the MVP from Ohtani on the same field today. And I would have given PCA the leg up prior to going into today. But them dueling with home runs to each lead off the game, and then PCA with another one, the Cubs winning. It's like PCA's been the best player in the National League this year. That's a different discussion. But this team is the best team in baseball. What is it now? 30-5 over this 35-game stretch, 25-3 over their last 28. You can make up any stretch, and the Red Sox will be the best team in baseball since the middle of June.
They can't keep doing this. They beat a very good pitcher.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Nick, you got to believe, man.
Come on.
I do believe. Like, I think they win. I think they're going to win every single night, but I just can't see them winning 900%. Like, they win every single night. They won 15. They lost.
Are they going to win the division, Nick?
Yes.
It sounds like you're complaining too.
I mean, look, the Yankees are down right now in the bottom of the 6th, and if that holds, the Red Sox will be a game back.
What are the Rays on pace for, win-wise?
Right now, they have 68 wins. They did beat Colorado today. They play Seattle for 3, starting on Friday at their place, and then the Athletics as well. So they this was the first leg of a 9-game road trip, West Coast trip. For the next ones, right now they're at 68-46. The Sox are at 62-51. So, and the Yankees are at 64-50. Soon, hopefully, to be 64-51. Hopefully.
Yankees have runners on the corners, though. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, here's the thing: is like you play the Rays 3 more times, you play the Yankees 4 more times. So it's like it's not a ton of baseball left against those teams, but it's just enough where you can make an impact. Obviously, it seems like the scans on Judge came back pretty clean today. Thankfully for them. So it seems like he is going to come back sooner rather than later. But you never know. You just keep cutting into that lead. Get that wild card series at Fenway. I think that was the biggest difference last year. I really thought they were the better team on paper, even though they were kind of running out of arms and Anthony was hurt. I still thought, like, if Duran catches that fly ball, they sweep that series in the Bronx. If that series is at Fenway, they probably win that series. So it's like, get that series at home this year. That has to be the bottom line.
So the Rays are, if they keep going how they're playing right now, they should finish at 97-65. That's the projected win total. Do the Red Sox win 98 games, 96 wins, 97 wins? Like,
I mean, at the rate they're going,
they keep playing, they're going to win 110.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, probably not. Like, obviously, they're playing at whatever that is, an 870 clip. I don't even know. Like, you probably look at it as both the Sox and the Yankees in the high.
I think 90s on the 90s. Table.
Yeah, 90 is definitely
90, low 90s.
100% on the table. I mean, if you look at the Red Sox schedule the rest of the way, I don't know if you guys have gotten I try not to look too far ahead, but I do think it is interesting. Like, when you look at their schedule going forward the rest of the way, obviously they have that series at Tampa in the middle of September. They play the Yankees in New York for 4 to finish out August. But aside from that, it's not, they're at Toronto, at Pittsburgh, home against the Diamondbacks. The Giants are mixed in there. The Mariners, the Marlins, the Royals, the Rangers, the Angels. And this isn't in order. I'm just reading off the teams, Cleveland, the Cubs, Baltimore again. It's like they have some headway against teams that are struggling to keep going, and teams that they've already beat this year too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if 97's the win total, I don't know if it is going to be, but that seems a little bit too much. But if the way they're playing, like you said, 110, 112.
And listen to this. Now the Red Sox are 2 games over 500 against teams above 500. To think where they were prior to this run against teams over 500, it's insane. They're now 16-0 in their last 16 against teams above 500. So
they're 11 games over. They were just 14 games under not that long ago.
And their run differential's plus 76. It almost doubles the Rays, who are at plus 41.
That's crazy.
They have the second best run differential in the American League. Only the Yankees are better at plus 83. Yeah, the Tigers are at plus 71. It's just weird to see how the season played out for Detroit, given some of the expected win-loss and, run differentials and all that. Like, their expected win-loss is 64-49, and they're sitting here 55-58.
And they've won 4 straight after
trading Mize and Skubal. Yeah. But it's obviously the National League is a murderer's row, especially in terms of run differential. You look at the Dodgers, the Braves, Milwaukee. The Cubs are on fire right now. I mean, I know we can't lose. It seems like they really can't lose either. But yeah, it's the turnaround that they've had is unbelievable, and we'll keep harping on that. This is 2018 will forever be the most fun I think I've ever had watching, and I'm sure you guys would say the same. This is getting pretty close, aside from 18, to just like the fun and the wow factor.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just telling Ethan who tunes in every now and then too. Last night we were texting, and we were like actually watching the Rays game and the Yankee game after our show last night, and we were like paying attention to those games, and it's like that is just such a refreshing thing that
dude, scoreboard watching is the best, and like honestly, I'm a victim of it. I do it from opening day on. Like I don't really care. Like it is what it is, but it is the best to be like, all right, this team's got to lose, but this team's got to win, and all that. It's fun.
You can root for other teams and follow them too, but when it comes time, when you're like, okay, Sox won tonight, we need X team and X team to lose, and you're watching them and West Coast games too and stuff. It's just it's a whole different level of like entertainment with baseball.
The Dodgers are the most talented team on paper, and since the middle of July, they have I think a bullpen ERA over 5. They're like 20th in runs scored. Petriello tweeted it out today, but it's like it's like they have the most talent on paper, but they've really been going through it, for solid 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think we should get into Sonny Gray tonight because I really think it's tough to say bounce back, but he really dominated a good team today. And he wasn't as great his last 2 times out. So, yeah, I think he was really great today. And let's get into what he did tonight.
Yeah, Gray was excellent. I would definitely call it a bounce back just because I know you don't want to like label it as that because of how good he's been, but he is 14-2 with a 2.78 ERA this year. That is absurd to think about. Still wasn't an all-star somehow, which is a crime against humanity. But the line tonight was excellent. 6 innings, only 3 hits. No earned runs. Obviously, struck out 8, only walked 2. Lowered the ERA to 2.78. Like I said, the Statcast mix. The sweeper was at 30%, the curveball at 23%, the four-seamer at 19%, the sinker at 14%, and the cutter at 10%. Only threw 3 changeups, but everything else was really mixing it in well. Had 17 whiffs to go along with the 8 strikeouts. So he was just, he had the White Sox on their heels. He was doing it all. And when he's on the mound, I have all the confidence in the world in him. It's so easy. All the Red Sox needed to do was score 1, and this game was over. He provides such a great presence. And we talked about last year how they really missed a solid number 2 starter behind Garrett Crochet in the playoffs. And now you think about this year with their playoff rotation. You have Sonny Gray, you have Ranger Suarez, you have Peyton Tolle, you have Jake Bennett. You have 4 legitimate arms and of course Brian Bello, but I'm talking about just starting the game. 4 legitimate arms you can rely upon, and Sonny Gray is obviously leading the charge there.
Yeah, honestly, you just brought up the playoff rotation. You start Sonny Gray game 1. I think you have to just.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously we talk about Crochet and whatnot, but I think Crochet at that point wouldn't be built up. I think he would probably be better served in like a 2 or 3 inning bullpen role, right? Instead of like starting the game and pitching 2 or 3 innings, have Gray or whoever, go there for, 5 or 6 innings, have Crochet come in and pitch 2, and then maybe go to Whitlock or Chappie, or, you just let Crochet finish the game out depending on how it goes. We're getting way ahead of ourselves, but it's like, unless Crochet can really come back and show that he can give you at least 4 innings, I probably would have him just be a nasty, nasty weapon out of the bullpen.
I'm totally fine with, even if I know this is getting ahead of ourselves, but Sonny Gray, Ranger Suarez, and then figuring out with Tolle and Bennett and whatever you want to do after that.
Bello has to factor into it. Like,
of course,
he is the best reliever ERA in Major League Baseball.
I really do think they want to do like a Tolle Bello type of, or maybe even a Bennett Bello.
I don't know what they do.
Eric Miller, man, I brought up yesterday. 10 starts as an opener, right? That's a solid battery too.
Yeah, like I don't care how they do. They have, and I can't believe I'm saying this after he started the year, but like Bello has to be in this game plan in a big way in the playoffs somehow. Like, and I know he pitched well last year, but you could see that he was kind of leaking oil at the end of the season, and Cora knew that's why he had such a quick hook in New York. But he has been so dynamite. Like he comes in and it's automatic out of the bullpen.
Yep.
Let's talk about Bello long term a little bit, actually, because do you think he goes back to starting next year full time, or is he going to be stuck in this role?
No, those splits from this season alone, like it is enough proof for me. It's like 30-something innings as a starter versus 30-something innings as a reliever. Such a difference. Like James, you just said, best relievers ERA in the sport. There's just no way you can look at his reliever numbers.
I think they're going to move him back to the rotation.
I just don't want to see that.
I think he's going to go back to the rotation just because of the guys that are leaving. Like Sonny Gray's out the door, obviously, most likely, unless they extend him.
I can't confidently see that happening. I can't. Well, I
can't see
can't.
what Gray leaving.
No. Gray is whatever. We can talk about that later. But Bello getting moved back to the starting rotation.
I think maybe out of necessity they will. I don't know if they want to.
I would hate to see that. You finally found his sweet spot. You finally found the position for him to be in. Long relief, get him in here. Even throw an opener in there. Like, I don't care what it is. Don't have him start again. Don't push him back into that role that he failed miserably at.
Do you really think Gray opts out of the? It's a mutual option. Do you really think Gray doesn't pick that up at 1 year, $30 million?
Yes. I think with the way he's pitching, he can get another 3-year deal.
I mean, he's 30. He's going to be 37 years old next year. Do you think a team really is going to give him a 3-year deal stretching through his age 39 season?
He's going to finish top 3 in the Cy Young.
I understand, but it's like I don't. At that age, if you're the Red Sox, maybe rip it up.
You never know.
2-year deal.
I think he's gonna. Maybe that's the case. Maybe he gets 2 years, 55 out there in the market, and that's better to him. I don't know, but I don't think there's any way he opts in.
Yeah, that's a different discussion.
I think in the beginning of the year,
a good question though.
Way around, it was more like there's no way the Red Sox picked that up.
Yeah.
Now it's like they would love to. I think.
Right. Also, too, side note, since we're talking about him, Sonny Gray, Adley Rutschman in the dugout, like these games, you just see him yapping Rutschman's ear off.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm excited for that kind of combo. Like excited for like the Tolley and the Bennett's to work with Rutschman, but also excited for the more veteran pitchers to get some experience with Rutschman and see what that's like too. So
I'm excited to have a full-time established catcher again.
Me too.
We haven't had one in a long time. Like
Christian Vasquez, really, right?
Vasquez, Saltalamacchia a little bit before that. Like, that's about it. Like, after that, it was a bunch of rotating guys. Like a Hannigan. You didn't have like a guy that was in here forever.
Yeah, Ryan Hannigan, shout him out, 2015, 2016. I think he was in the Middlebrooks trade. This is obviously pre-Vasquez, and Swihart was in the mix. But remember Brian Holiday, of course, Hurricane Sandy Leone.
Yep.
Shout him out. They've had some random names back behind the plate.
Sue Lin with 1/3 of an inning caught during the COVID year, the tsunami.
Jonathan Lucroy, didn't he catch an inning in 2020?
He did.
Yeah. People forget. Great immaculate grid answer. This is going to send me down a rabbit hole now.
Catchers.
Yeah. Because catcher is the one position where you can get some randos because you obviously there's only a certain number of people who can catch. It's not like position players and whatnot.
Like George Gutaris.
Yeah, he was the knuckleball catcher in 09. Victor Martinez, obviously. This is all right. I'm looking at a list right now. Dan Butler, 2018. Yeah, shout him out.
Mm-hmm.
Juan Centeno in 2019. Who was last year? Ali Sanchez was up for a quick cup of coffee. Obviously, Plawecki.
They had what's that guy's name?
Reese McGuire.
No, the catchers.
Jorge Alfaro.
He used to be in the Giants.
Alfaro.
He's like a switch hitter. Blake Sable.
Yeah.
That was that last year, 24. That was last year, right?
That was last year, early on.
Yeah.
Blake Sable started in left field for the Giants for one opening day.
Yeah.
He was like a pretty high-ranked prospect, I think, at one point. They had a couple, and they all flamed out.
You remember Caleb Hamilton?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I mean, we saw Heineman back there, too, during for a few games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the catchers are definitely one of the most that and relief pitchers, the most random positions out there.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Or don't forget about my guy Steve Selsky.
You love that name.
I love Steve Selsky, 2017 Red Sox legend.
Opening day, right?
Yeah, I can't believe I was in Fenway at the same time as him last year, and I ran into one of his former teammates who said, "Yeah, Selsky's here too," and I did. We were both in the same area, but Selsky wasn't there, and he's like, he's not going to be back for like 15 minutes, and I couldn't wait around. I was like, you have to be kidding me.
And then when his friend goes to him and goes, "Yo, Sox fan was just asking about you," he goes, "Yeah, right."
No, I swear, because whoever the other teammate was, Selsky and Ref Snyder all played college ball together at Arizona. So it was like the guy was there to see Ref Snyder, And Selsky was there to see Ref Snyder too. I don't know. I think he left to like go to the bathroom or like get a beer or something.
No, I believe you, but I'm saying that his buddy who's going to tell him,
I'm
Sox
pretty
fans
sure I
asking for
told
you.
whoever that guy was, I was like, tell Selsky I say what's up, and tell him there's someone out there who remembers what he did in 2017, which wasn't a whole lot. But I remember it was just such a big deal that he made the roster out of camp because he really did nothing with the Reds in 16. And then he had like 3 appearances. I don't know if he got a hit. I think he had like 10 at-bats and went like 0 for 10. Maybe he got 1 hit, but a couple pinch running appearances. I mean, it was a typical Farrell end of bench player.
Love it.
Yeah, speaking of Ref Snyder, he was DFA'd. Was that this morning, I think? So
yeah, this last night or this morning.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. Sucks to see him not have any
Red Sox minor league contract soon, probably.
Might as well. I mean,
take a flyer, sure.
Unless he can get a major league contract somewhere else, but the way he played this year, I'm not expecting that to happen. It sucks. He went to the worst possible place for him to play. Right-handed pull hitter. The guy hits lefties only, and he goes to Seattle. Like, obviously, you're not going to have a great season out there, but I don't know. It sucks to see him kind of falter out there. I guess we can kind of get into tomorrow's matchup and kind of end it off from there.
Well, first, just want to touch on Willie real quick. Obviously, 20 homers, incredible season for him. And it's obviously we still have 2 months left, but what he's done this year has been so awesome. He's been such a great presence. OPS up to 787. Surprised it's not over 800. Probably a couple cold streaks in there. Obviously, we talked about the over 20 that really weigh that down. But he's got 108 hits this year, 57 runs batted, and he swiped 7 bags. He's just 20 homers, and it's August 5th. If he didn't get hurt last year, obviously, that home run total would have definitely increased last year. It was at 22 last year. I think he would have gotten close to 30. He's got a chance, an outside shot to get to 30 this year. I think his season over under was 24 and a half. He'll probably pass that. But just what he's doing in the 3 spot, he's doing everything. He has the most defensive runs saved in baseball by a long shot. And when he's playing that level of defense with the offensive output that he has, that's really all you need. And, if Anthony comes back or Duran's rolling, it's the best outfield in baseball with Abreu, Rafaela, and then insert whoever in left. But those two obviously patrol so much ground. But just shout out to Willier, man. He's been unbelievable. It's finally great to see him staying healthy, putting together a full season. He's played virtually every day, I feel like. I think he only had 2 off days in the first half. So it's awesome. Hopefully he keeps this up, and it's great to see.
I also want to shout out too with Willier's home run tonight. Now he has 20 on the season. That makes obviously Contreras and Willier both hitting over 20 so far this season. The Sox are now one of 5 teams in the American League to have more than one 20 home run hitter. Yeah. The Yankees technically have 2 with Garcia joining the team. But technically he only has 1 with the Yankees. So there are 6 teams, but I only count really Ben Rice.
Does Judge don't have 20 yet?
He does not. No.
Oh, so just Rice.
It's Ben Rice and Garcia, but in this
other teams?
The other teams with 6 are, I'm sorry, with two hitters with 20 home runs plus: Houston, Yankees, White Sox, Detroit, A's, and then obviously the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good deal.
But once again, I mean, a month ago we were talking about how shitty these like home run numbers were, and Nick, I still remember you breaking it down of like, will this team even hit like 80 homers, right?
Yeah.
Also,
here we are, like
also
leading.
With Abreu, he's at 22 doubles. His career high was 33 and 24. There's a good chance that he can surpass that as well. Last year he only had 17, so he already has more total bases this year than he did all of. This is career high in total bases already. He's at 196 total bases. They're like he is doing it all. So it's great to see.
All right, I do. Willie Abreu, man, like it's. I don't know what else to say about today and the hot streaks he go on. What is it? 3? Did he hit 3 in a row? 3 straight home runs? He hit 1 tonight. No, it was not. He had a bat between it, but he basically 3 in 24 hours. The hot streaks he goes on randomly are insane. Like you brought up earlier, his whole second half besides that 0 for 20 it's insane, but he goes on this insane hot streak. He goes 0 for 20. He goes on this insane hot streak. He'll probably go on for another 0 for 20 pretty soon. But if he could just put together a whole half of consistency, he is going to be an MVP type of player. He's going to consistently hit 30 home runs. He's going to be up there in the 800 OPS, like you said. He should be up there, but he's not quite there yet. He's just one step away from being a superstar. You brought up the defense. He's the most DRS in the sport. Like, this is a guy that's the whole package. He just needs consistency, and he needs to not be a black hole in those little runs where he goes 0 for 20, 0 for 25, or 1 for 30. Like he goes on every
Sprinkling
once
in an
in a
off
while.
day here and there, I think will help when he's on
I
those
think
cold
it will.
streaks. Like if he's going through a 1 for 12, give him an off day so he doesn't have heavy legs out there. I know his defense is so valuable, but
maybe Breslow realized that by going out and get Eli White. Maybe
Exactly.
that's the whole reason why. But
yeah. Do you think they take a shot on Austin Hayes, considering he was just DFA'd, even though they just brought in Eli White?
Because of Eli White, I don't think so. No.
You don't think they'd swap him out? You don't think they just DFA White for Austin Hayes if they want the pop?
No, because then I think he's the same as Jahmai Jones then.
Yeah, and they want White's speed.
Yeah, I think if you did Hayes, I think you would swap Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know for sure. All right, I think we end with just tomorrow's matchup, and that could be it.
Sure.
Yeah. We can talk about this more in depth tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We can have a more in-depth conversation on this, the Franklin Arias discussion. With he popped off again tonight. I feel like the buzz is only going to get louder every day. Should the Red Sox go up for September? That we can have that conversation. It doesn't even have to be tomorrow, further down the line. But I just feel like the more and more he keeps hitting, the more and more people are going to ask it. We'll see. Obviously, him being at AAA, the Red Sox view him as part of the major league depth option. Like they wouldn't, if not, they would have him in AA still. Interesting question, something to ponder. I think it's really going to hinge on story, but we'll see.
I don't think anything will happen until August 31st, but until exactly. They absolutely have to. But tomorrow will be Luis Castillo's debut for the White Sox, coming over from the trade from the Mariners. He's not been great this season at all. He's 3-9 with a 5.06 ERA. His under the hood numbers are actually just as bad, if not worse. So this is a guy that's been a top of rotation arm for many years in the past, but he's just kind of at the end of the line now. And the Red Sox have a chance to go off against him today. A guy the Red Sox were linked to in the past as well, that Breslow actually almost pulled the trigger for. Not last offseason, but the offseason before. But we get to see him today or tomorrow in his first time in a White Sox uniform against Ranger Suarez. Again, Ranger Suarez, I think, got pulled a little bit early against the Dodgers, but he's still coming back from that injury. Didn't have a rehab start. So we'll see how they handle him this time out. But I hope he gets through more than 5. Throws more than 65 pitches, and we see a full outing from Ranger Suarez, and he builds back up.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think that was the biggest thing last time, would have let him face Ohtani again instead of bringing Moran in, but hopefully he's built back up. I think the Red Sox are going to keep on rolling and improve to 31-5 over their last 36.
Yeah, I think I'd pick a win as well for sure. 12 games over 500, something we've all only could dreamed of this season. Let's hope they win tomorrow, get to 63 and 51. Hopefully the Yankees end up losing today. Let me just check on the score right before we get off of here.
3-1 currently in 3-1.
Okay. Yeah. So hopefully the Yankees end up losing. And the Red Sox pull within 1.5 games of them. The Orioles did win tonight. Who's behind you? And we're not worried about anyone behind us anymore. But hopefully the Red Sox can pull ahead of the Yankees in the coming days, and then we set our eyes on the division for the rest of the season. But thank you all for watching. This is another episode of Fenway.